Hi, I'm Jenny Schuetz. I'll be your instructor for this class, How Zoning Shapes Cities, Neighborhoods, and Regions. I'm a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution in Washington, D.C. I'm an urban economist by training and teach in Georgetown's Urban Planning Department. I've also taught at USC and at the City College of New York. My research focuses on housing markets and housing policies, with a particular focus on the role of land use regulation in housing affordability and supply, which is in fact the topic of today's course. Today we're going to talk about the current context of US zoning. Zoning is an important tool that local governments across the country use in order to accomplish a wide variety of policy goals. Fundamentally, zoning is how local governments control land use and real estate development. Every city in the US has some form of zoning, and it shapes our neighborhoods and our behavior in ways that often we don't even recognize and don't consciously discuss. During the course of this class, we're going to talk about what are the components of zoning, how does zoning work. We'll look at some of the basic elements like zoning maps, requirements on yards and dimensions. We want to think also about the ways that zoning has changed over the course of the 20th century. It's evolved considerably from its origins. We want to think about some ways that you can measure the restrictiveness of zoning in order to understand which places are more restrictive than others. Talk about the policy goals that local governments use and how the various components of zoning map onto achieving those policy goals, including what unintended consequences may come out of this. And then we want to finish by talking about how zoning impacts a range of outcomes, not just what goes on in housing and real estate markets, but broader economic and social impacts on things like racial segregation, climate change, and overall growth of the economy. Over the past several years, zoning and housing affordability have gained a lot more political attention, media attention across the country. Many places are starting to rethink how they use some of these traditional tools. So this is an exciting time to be talking about zoning and thinking about the role that it plays in a lot of our social goals. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to our time together.